Well, as Karan has so eloquently demonstrated, peace is a verb, peace is action. And tonight we have a very special affirmation for peace building, compassion, and generosity. We are privileged to include a very special recognition and appreciation tonight, honoring one of our own as a member of the Klumpf Society Chairs Circle. And now it's my great pleasure to introduce Rotary International's past president and trustee, Holger Knock.
Thank you very much. This is a very special moment for all of us here, for Rotary and for the Rotary Foundation, and that's why I put on my tie. I told you this. Tonight, we are honoring an Klumpf Society member, Catherine Taylor Yank, past district governor, Catherine Taylor Yank, along with her husband, past director Greg Yank, during his life. Together have inspired those around them, and they have encouraged all of us through their legacy of generosity to the Rotary Foundation. As you may know, and you of course you know that, the Rotary Foundation was founded by past President Klumpf, and he was really a visionary. He founded the Rotary Foundation in the middle of the First World War. And his vision was not to focus on the United States, but on the whole world in the middle of a terrible war. And this is really something what is peace building, what we just heard, a real vision there. And the members of the Klumpf Society named in his honor, because his belief that service to humankind truly changed our world, and for that reason, it is the greatest work of life. Catherine and Greg have long demonstrated a commitment to serving others and have brought hope and progress to communities around the world. And I know it was, as I said this morning, not just a gift or a contribution, it was an investment, what you have done that time. And I know that you also traveled the world to see the outcome firsthand of your investment. And I think this is a very special commitment. Your gift to the Rotary Foundation financed vital projects that make the life healthier, happier, and more peaceful for so many. Catherine, would you please join me? And I think this is this special moment, so I would like to ask all of you to stand, because I'm sure all of us would love and would thank Catherine. And I'm sure that all those who have a better life today, have access to clean water, live a more peaceful life in their families, have a clinic in their area, have been vaccinated, or have a small business today, would love to thank you too. It's my honor right now to induct you as a member of the Klumpf Society, and again, all of us, thank you from the bottom of our heart.
Thank you all. I am a past district governor, so I do have something to say. past RI Director Greg Yank led a secret life. Unknown to me and unknown to his daughter, Julia. After his passing, she would be out in our city of O'Fallon, and people would come up to her and say, "I'm sorry about your dad, but I have to tell you what he did for me. He helped me through a divorce. He called me. He mentored me." On numerous occasions, we both heard that. Greg helping others was what he did. He called them, he mentored them, he helped them through difficult times, and he mentored many that are here in this room today. A number of people have come up to me and said, "I'm here because of Greg. I'm doing this because of Greg." Because that's what he did. That's what he did. I should have wrote this in ink so I could read it. I apologize. Greg was faith-filled. And for those of you who didn't know, he had studied to be a priest, and we obviously know how that didn't work out. But Rotary, and he believed this, and he would say this, Rotary is like a religion to him. It was how he served God by serving others. And he truly, truly believed it. And we made that journey together. We met at the Rotary Club of O'Fallon. And our journey to our donations to the Rotary Foundation and our commitment is we did it together. And I hope you all have a chance to be part of that kind of relationship. Greg and I attended a Rotary District Conference where he was a president's rep in Ohio. And at the time, they were having a pre-district conference foundation event. And quite honestly, that was really the first time that I had heard of the Klumpf Society. Not really knowing what that was. It was explained to me, and we were talking about it. They had nice round tables, and everybody was having this discussion. And the major gifts officer was there, and he was talking about the Klumpf Society. And I looked at Greg, and I said, "Greg, I think I'd like to do that someday." Well, those of you who knew Greg knew what his reaction was to that. Skepticism. But lo and behold, a number of years later, I had a very successful year in business, and rather giving the money to our U.S. government, who doesn't necessarily handle the money the way I think they should, we decided to become members of the Klumpf Society. And that truly has been a wonderful, wonderful experience. Sorry. So, I encourage each and every one of you to give your treasure to the Rotary Foundation. But not only that, through your service, keep keep this wonderful organization alive with your commitments to service. It certainly is very needed in this world today. There are some who bring light to the world that even after they are gone, the light remains. And that was Greg. So please serve God by serving others through Rotary and through our Rotary Foundation. Thank you.
Catherine, I have the pleasure of thanking you so much for sharing your words of passion and purpose with us this evening. In your actions and in your deeds, you remind us that service and philanthropy are inspired by compassion, intention, and belief in a brighter future for all. You mentioned the fact that there were many in this room who were influenced by Greg and who saw Greg as a mentor. You're looking at somebody else who was influenced by Greg Yank. Unlike many of you, I did not have the pleasure of knowing Greg extremely well. But in Greg, I saw that servant leader. I saw somebody who was prepared to work with the troops. And for me, that is the essence of leadership in Rotary or anywhere else. Arch Klumpf, the founder of our foundation, once remarked, "We should be ambitious for Rotary." Today, we salute not only your ambition, but also your sacrifice, your generosity, and your service. On behalf of the entire family of Rotary, I offer you our sincere thanks and our appreciation. And as we conclude this evening, I ask you as our honoree to please stand, if you can, one more time, so we can once again thank you for your tremendous support and for maintaining the vision of a world that is more just, that is more equitable, and that is healthier for all. Friends, please join us in honoring Catherine Taylor Yank.
Catherine, you have so many friends who love you, are inspired by you, and have been inspired by Greg as well. And as Kieran expressed earlier this evening, stories create community, and the many, many stories and experiences that so many of us have shared with you and with Greg connect our lives to yours. You are so among a loved family this evening. We're all so honored that you chose here among your family to receive this recognition and celebrate this gift. Thank you. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you, and Greg, for your friendship and your contributions. And with that, I would like to ask the photographer to allow us to take one photo on stage, and I know you will be inundated with well wishes as we conclude this evening. So I would ask that present and past trustees please also, at the end of this evening, come forward so that we can take yet another photo. Thank you so much. Thank you.